It's time for me to get ready with you as I answer your assumptions about me. So before we get started, let me just quickly put all my hair away from my face, and I am very excited to do this. I'm actually going to start off by applying primer, and I need to wait like a minute before I move on with my foundation. So let me just quickly go ahead and apply the primer. You are selective in relationships, but you are emotionally close to the ones that you have. Am I selective in relationships? Yes, I think we all should be, I think I only am attracted to positive energy, and any sort of negative energy with my friends, or if it's a potential partner, I just get repulsed very, very quickly. I can't stand that. So yeah, definitely selective, but are emotionally close to the ones that you have. I think I'm very selective about being emotionally close as well. I think it takes me a while to get like extremely emotionally close, and once I am close, then I am close for a really long time, and then I value and cherish that relationship. So that was a good question. Let's move on to the next one. I will answer that while I apply my foundation. That you are a private person in real life. Oh my god, so many questions about how I am. I think yes, I am. There's barely any foundation left in this. I need to get a new one. That I am a very private person in real life. I think I am. Takes me some time to like really open up to people. I don't really socialize a lot, never really have. I always grew up by myself. Even though I was in a boarding school, it was a fairly occupied life, so you did spend like a lot of time doing things that you needed to do by yourself. And then I grew up in like a tea estate, so I never really had like a bunch of people. I never really spent a lot of time with a group of friends. Like I never had like a clique. So and I feel like growing up, as you move into a new city, it's even more difficult to make new friends as an adult. And eventually I think I've always learned to be very independent, and that kind of made me a very private person. While I apply my concealer, let's answer the next question. Your parents made the down payment for your flat. Well, not really. I made the down payment for my flat. My dad, who retired almost like 5 or 6 years ago, actually even longer, I think he retired like 7 years ago, and ever since then I have been taking care of him, and he is the saver and I am the spender. So he basically takes care of my finances, and he takes care of like the taxes and everything, because I'm really bad at that. So he's the one who managed all my finances, and he's the one who paid everything. So yeah, technically he made the down payment, he did the bank work, but with the money that I made, if that made sense. You are a shy person and learned the socialization along the way in your journey. Well, growing up when I was in school, I wasn't really a shy person. I used to be very, very outspoken. I would like jump on the opportunity to do things, and I was like a very, very excited child. I wouldn't call myself shy. I am definitely introverted, but I am really good at approaching people and talking to them, and like I've always been confident about speaking. I mean, I wouldn't call myself like shy or coy, but definitely introverted. And if there is an opportunity for me to avoid socializing, I definitely would do that. But when it comes to like work events and stuff, I am pretty outgoing. And Yeah, I think I have my days. There are a few days where I'm extremely introverted, like I do not want to socialize, and then there are days where I'm okay, like I would go ahead and just meet people if I haven't seen them in a while. I mean, growing up in a boarding school definitely taught me how to socialize, but yeah, living by myself definitely gave me the freedom to not socialize. All right. You used to be a nerd in school. Most definitely was a nerd in school. I mean, if you talk to my friends from school, they'll tell you that you could always find me in the library. I was a front bencher. I would always pay attention, always have notes. I really enjoyed studying. I enjoyed almost all of the subjects. Always scored the highest. So yeah, I think most definitely was a nerd in school. Okay, so this is a very common question I got, that you are in a super secret relationship. I think a lot of people assume that, and I think I'm gonna just let people keep assuming. Okay, so the next question is that I follow my daily routine perfectly. I really wish I could. I don't really. I mean, I'm not that good at keeping up with like my daily tasks. Right now, like my current problem is in the lockdown not having a fixed sleeping schedule. So like I wake up on like different times on different days. Some days I wake up extremely early if I go to sleep early. Some days I'm watching like Netflix. I have been like binge watching RuPaul's Drag Race and I've not been sleeping on time. So on those days I don't really have like my daily morning routine perfectly. Some days I have more work, some days I haven't, I taken off. So it depends on the day, but I really wish, I'm trying to get there to have like a perfect daily morning routine, but no, it doesn't really happen that way. Okay, so someone said that you don't want to get married ever and stay single lifelong. Oh, how I wish. But not really. I mean, I'm okay with, I mean, for the longest time I wasn't okay with the idea of getting married, but now I'm okay. I mean, if the right person comes along, I don't mind getting married. I'm gonna use my Define liner in Deluscious. I love this yellow, and I'm gonna use that on the inner corner of my eyes. This look is inspired by Painted by Spencer. I saw his video last night and I got really inspired to create that yellow in the inner corner. So that's what I'm going to do and answer another one of your question. That you strive for perfection in everything that you do. It definitely is a habit that leads me to not doing as much as I should. I feel like perfection is something that you can keep chasing and keep chasing and keep chasing, but you're never gonna get it. And it's something that I had to learn the hard way, that it's okay to not be perfect. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect each time. I always end up not liking things that I've done, thinking that it's not perfect. But what even is perfect, you know? You never feel insecure. Oh my god, I wish I never felt insecure. I mean, there would be a lovely world to live in. But I think insecurity makes us us. It's very normal to be insecure. I have days where I don't really feel insecure, and then there are days where I do feel insecure. Okay, so the next assumption is that I don't like sweet food. And you nailed it. I definitely, I don't have much of a sweet tooth, but before my periods or during my periods, I have like major sweet cravings. But I do like savory sweets more. Like I like cinnamon, like sweet cinnamon and stuff like that, more than like hardcore like sweets. Okay, so the next question is really spicy. Someone said, making it spicy just for the video, you're bisexual. It's a very good question. I definitely am not bisexual, unfortunately. You're going to do your own bridal makeup. We'll see. I think it's a lot of added stress. I definitely feel very confident when I do my own makeup, but I feel like when somebody else does your makeup, it's also very calming. It's like going to a spa. I definitely can direct how I want the makeup to look like. And I will only go for someone that I absolutely love and trust in terms of makeup. But I don't know if I'll be doing my own makeup, you know. The next question is, you do not like YouTube too much now, you are more inclined towards Instagram. I definitely am more inclined towards Instagram. I really am enjoying creating content over there. I used to once upon a time really enjoy YouTube, but I feel like it's become extremely toxic. People are so quick to judge there. Anything and everything I do, I cannot even wear like a t-shirt without being like harshly criticized over it. So it's just not a fun platform for me anymore. I definitely have thought of like completely shutting it up, and then there are days where I think that, you know what, why just, you know, undervalue yourself for somebody else's point of view. So yeah, I feel like with YouTube it's a constant conflict, but Instagram it's a really nice platform where I love how many different types of content creation you can do. You can do like long form videos, you can do short form videos. I love putting up pictures there, I love doing stories there. So I think it is overall a much more fun platform. I mean, I myself, I don't watch YouTube anymore as much as I used to, so I don't open the app as much as I open my Instagram app. So it's fun to contribute on that. Someone said you are 5'5". That's literally like exactly how tall I am. I'm actually gonna go ahead and apply some more blush, and I want to drape it till my eyebrows, and I really want this look to be very nice and soft and summery and flushed. Okay, someone asked, you exercise but you still binge eat fast food. Oh my god, I just can't stop binge eating fast food. It's my guilty pleasure. I love eating fast food. I live to eat, and I don't think anything gives me as much of a dopamine rush as fast food. Someone said you are very satisfied with where you are in life. I definitely am extremely happy where I am at right now, but I definitely aim to go bigger and higher. You had a lot of friends growing up, but now you enjoy your own company. Honestly, growing up also, I didn't really have a lot of friends, like I mentioned, because I did grow up like in a tea estate, in a boarding school, and then everyone was from like different parts of the state, and at that time we didn't really have phones or phone numbers. It was just like landlines, so we never really kept in touch as such. So that way, like, you know, we really lost touch. And I've always been very aloof, not the best at keeping in touch. I mean, when I meet them or meet my old friends, it always feels like, you know, we're picking up right where we left. And I love those kinds of friendships, you know, where there's no judgment, where, you know, they think that, you know, the friendship is gone bad because we haven't spoken and there's any malice. I don't think there is ever any malice when friends don't keep in touch. I think it's very important to understand that, you know, life gets in the way and everyone has like different priorities, but it's important that, you know, when you catch up, you just catch up where you left off. You are a very calm person. I'd like to think that I am. I try to be a very calm person as well. I used to be somebody who was very short-tempered, and over the years I feel like I've definitely calmed down. So what I'm going to do is actually take the same blush. Okay, we're done with the last step, and I have the last question. You prefer keeping your personal life to yourself rather than oversharing on social media. I think I've kind of made it very obvious. My private and public and social life is like two different life altogether. I feel like this is my professional work, this is my professional life, and just like how we don't bring our personal drama, our personal things into our office work, I think similarly I have tried to create like a very distinct boundary. With my social media life, there also comes a lot of unsolicited opinions, judgments, which I would like to really keep away from my personal life. And yeah, it just, even my friendships, I don't think I make my friendships also as public as a lot of people do. So definitely I have a huge boundary, and I'd like to keep it that way. I think it has kept me sane. This is a profession that I would like to continue for many years, for as long as I live, because I absolutely enjoy doing this. I wouldn't do anything else. So for me to be, just sane and just look at this as like my profession, I'd like to maintain that boundary, and it just makes me happy. So yeah, that's all of your assumptions. There were some more, but it felt like the questions were pretty repetitive, so I thought like these were kind of the questions that would answer most of the common assumptions. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed getting ready with me. I'm sorry I couldn't really speak much about the look, but it was a really fun, chatty get ready with me, and you also got to know me a little bit better. With that being said, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys are all safe and sound, and I will see you very soon. Bye!